Shall we be off then?
Alright, Revenants, welcome back to the solo play, the solo run of level 1. As you can see here, we are still currently level 1, and we are going to be paired up here in a strange way to make sure that we're going to be running Skothic, because remember when we last left off, we are going for time crunch. Now, we had to go back and pick up the Artemis code in order to get access to freezing roar and ice armor, as those will be apparent later on in the game. Not right now, but we had to go and pick them up right now, as that was very, very important. Now we have both the poison sword and the ice sword, and we are going to be, we have to save Eva in this run, as we need Harmonia as a blood code to ensure that we are going to be able to get access to the items that we will need access to later on in the game. Not right now. Oops. Oops. Oh, come on. Well, there's the first death of the area. Probably won't be the last, but so yeah, try to use a dusk edge there. But you'll see that our gifts are set up in such a way that we have access to Blood Slash for these little guys, which I didn't use effectively at all. Let's switch to the we'll keep the ice on, as we will need that for the big fat boys coming up here, the big anteater fellas. But as you can see there, that Blood Slash does very, very good damage. And since we're paired up with our favorite friend here, the Prayer Shawl with the ice chrome on it, the Pheon chrome, we can do very, very good damage to everyone involved here. Okay, so now let's roll our way on over here to victory and get a backstab on this fella. Maybe? Nope, no backstab. Okay, anyways, that'll help us coming over here to this fella, as he's weak to ice, so we are going to have to make sure that we get some damage on him without getting caught in the sand here. Okay, and let's try and go for a backstab here, if I can. Okay, we'll go for a freezing roar. And as you can see, we're definitely going to have some issues here going for this fella, so let's go for some poison. Oops. Okay, there we go, we got backstab, nice. Okay, and as you can see, we definitely have some issues going for damage on him, and making sure that we put out enough damage. Whoops. No, no, no. Okay. Now we're going to go for a launch here. Since he's got those little items coming out there, they will just kill themselves on us. Let's go ahead and heal. And let's go for another launch. Oh, no launch. Okay, and we'll backstab and get that off of him right quick, because we don't want him going about any of that business. Okay. No. No. And let's go ahead and heal. Okay. Now he's focused, or we are focused. He should die off here quickly. Okay, let's go for a freezing roar. Nope, not quite. Just a little bit more health to go there. So this guy is very problematic, as you can tell, because we just don't have the damage. So it's like a little mini boss in order to get that vestige from him. Okay, so as you can see, we're slowly coming up on time crunch here, but it's not going too quickly, but that's okay. Now the reason we go for these fellas is because we want to have as much ichor as possible here before heading on over there to that fella, before he wrecks our face and punches it in in very nefarious ways. So let's go ahead and roll our way on over here to this guy. There we go. And let's go for a backstab here. No. No. There we go. Okay, now he might die before we actually get the I-cord. Okay, good, we got it. And now let's head on in here. And let's go for this fella. So let's go for our haze first, as we need all the haze we can possibly get at this point, because we're coming into some very, very expensive gifts. That move right there is very problematic. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and launch this fella. And when he gets up, we're going to launch him again. Good. So you can always get 2 launches out of every focus state, so that's very important to remember. Let's go ahead and heal. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Oh no. No, no, no. Okay, let's go launch. There we go. Now this is becoming an issue here, as we don't have a whole lot of healings left, and we're using a lot on this fella. But we can go ahead and do some damage here, and then we can go for the vestige, and then we can go back to the missile, and we can go ahead and heal up. Okay, where is he? There we go. Let's go ahead and head over here. Let's go for a sanguine roar. Oh no, let's go ahead and heal instead. I was just kidding. There we go. Wow, the damage output on this fella. Oh, come on. He's just nuts. So the best way to go about this is to grab the vestige and run. As we don't have access yet to the missile route, this area is just becoming more and more problematic the longer you stay. So we'll go grab our haze, we'll grab the vestige, and we'll get out of there. As killing him, you know, none of this in this area helps us any. Nothing here actually gives us any benefit. There's no reason to do any of this area. Okay. And let's go ahead and spend our 1,000 haze to go back to the missile with a vivifier. Good. Okay, so we picked up our haze. We didn't really get the kill, but we got the vestige. That's all that's important. As you see here, we got Harmonia B, so we want to make sure that we keep up with that. Okay, so let's go for basically we'll be running past most of these guys just because of that exact problem right there, as it's extremely damaging to us no matter what we do. There we go. Okay, good. We got a backstab. Okay, so running through this area, we are going to be trying to pick up as much ice damage as possible, while at the same time being able to, you know, put damage out on the enemy quickly. But, you know, when these guys are doing this, oh my goodness, this crazy 3-slash ability here, it definitely becomes a serious issue for us. So yeah, this is why this area can be extremely difficult, simply because these guys are pretty much in one-shot territory for all of our shenanigans that we've got going on here. So we will have to be very careful, as you know, that 3-hit combo there is stunning on the player, and you can't get out of the second attack, and that's a real problem. Okay, there we go. And because we're paired up with a blood veil here that has a Pheon Chrome on it, we are able to do pretty good damage at a distance, while at the same time having a really good piercing attack. Oh no, no! Let's go for a launch here. So that's the problem, is that these guys can definitely put us down in one go. It's very problematic, but now that we have access to titaniums in this area, we will be able to get the noble silver up very high, all the way to level 9. We may get it to level 10, we'll have to see. I'm not sure if we can go that high, but we'll have to try. So here we need to be doing a lot of ice damage no matter where we go and no matter what's happening. So we go for ice and we go for blood, and that stops this fella from going crazy there. We'll lure him over here where we have a chance. Okay, let's see if we can get a backstab going. Okay, no backstab for me. There we go. And let's go ahead and heal after this one. So we will definitely be in a horrible way here if we didn't have access to healing ourselves exceptionally well. Okay, let's go for the backstab. There we go. Here comes the explodey guy. There we go. And let's go for sanguine or Dusk Edge. That's why it's nice to have access to Dusk Edge. That was a delayed attack there on me. Oh well. So let's head on in here, and we got this squid, and we'll go for a blazing roar or a freezing roar, and we'll go for a sanguine roar, and we'll just kill it because we don't want to waste our time around there with that fella. Okay, now we have 4 heals left to make it to the next missile, and we have to pick up a this vestige, and we have to pick up a regen factor. So hopefully we have enough to actually get to the next missile. But now that we can pick up titaniums, we can start getting weapons and veils to level 9, which is very, very nice, as this is the first area in the game where you meet up with titaniums. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what this guy is doing. He always messes up the camera. There we go. Okay. So we're doing pretty well here. We're not in a bad way, but we're not doing exceptionally well. Okay, so now down here, we will need to hop in and hop out. Okay, so let's roll on over. Okay. There we go. And now everybody will get excited. Okay. There we go. Almost there. Oh, get to the stairs. There we go. Get to the chopper. There we go. And now they're all going to be coming up here. So it's kind of a just slash them all as they come up the stairs, as they can't turn real well, if you can. Okay, we'll go for a Dusk Edge here. That guy got close. He got real close. Okay, he thinks he's on the same plane as me, so we'll hit him with a Freezing Roar and a Sanguine Roar. There we go. And then we'll go for a Plunge. And that should do considerable damage to him. There we go. Okay. Now everybody else did not come up. That's very, very good. That guy's down there. And let's go ahead and use our new regen extension factor. And we'll just go ahead and use our dagger gift, which Revenant Dagger, which doesn't really do anything for us. Okay, so we made it past the squids and all that business, and now we come to the next area here. So we should have the 3 Harmonia vestiges so far. A, B, C. Good. And now we need to pick up the other 2, D and E. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on up here. Now we don't need, oops, I wanted to heal. Now we don't need any Harmonia Chromes, as we don't need to inhibit anything or do any inhibit resistance. So we don't need any of those. So we will just continue on through here, and we'll go for Night Stalker, as we don't want anybody being attracted to us in a faster manner than they normally would. Okay, and we'll head on over here. Good. And we'll make our way through here, and we got this big fella here, so we'll go for ice, all the ice, and let's go. Now he does some very damaging attacks there, so we are going to make sure that we don't let him get too crazy here. Good. Okay, so we definitely need to be doing oh good, a titanium. That's very, very good. We need to be getting as many as we can, and since we don't want to deal with this guy, we'll just go ahead and kill him. Now the prayer shawl is pretty balanced at this point in the game for light and dark together at the same time, so we go ahead and make use of it especially at this point where we don't do a whole lot of damage with our weapons, as well as with our blood veils. So there's another sneaky trick that, as soon as you come around the corner there, you kill this guy quickly. Queen Titanium, most excellent. Okay, and then we got this fella. Now, since we have an Ivy Veil, we are afforded the ability to encourage this fella to come down here and attack us and stop throwing balls around. Okay, now we can fight him here in this little cubby, and it's a lot easier to do this than running up there and hitting him from up on the top of the pedestal area here. Okay, let's go ahead and roll up the hill here. Now, as we are running Scothic because of time crunch, this lends itself to, kind of a different way of doing things. Okay, and, oh, no, don't hit me. Okay, oh, no, that was not what I wanted to do. The drain attack should have knocked that fella off the edge, but it did not. So now it's a horrible run back here at the cost of possibly 120,000 haze, which is very, very sad at this point, as we need to pay for a lot of things here coming up. Okay, so let's go for ice, and we'll go for some ice and blood off the bat here. Good, and we'll let him do that so we can get an easy backstab. Easy backstab. Very good. Okay, and then we'll hack him down. Oh, Queen Steel. Oh, come on, man. Don't be cheap. Give me the good stuff. Give me those titaniums. Okay, good. And now we'll head on through here. Now, you don't want to go over there, as there's a squid waiting there for you for no reason, just to make you miserable. But this guy, if you dodge directly around the corner, every time you come around, you will be able to miss his shotgun blast, as that is very problematic, to say the least. Okay, so let's go ahead and encourage this fella to come back down here. Okay, there we go. Now he's on his way. We'll go for ice. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, where is he? I can't see. Okay. And let's go for a backstab here if we can. So, I can't really see what's going on. But, okay, we got him. And we got a Harmonia Chrome for our trouble there. But as you can see, playing this kind of a way is completely different than, any other way of running the game. Okay, let's go for a Sanguine Roar. Okay. Good. And that staggered this guy. Okay, good. Okay, so we are out of the woods there with these guys, and for Icor reasons, let's go for the drain attack on this guy. So that's why we want to go for an Ivy Veil through the Crown of Sand here, as we can discourage enemies before they even show up on our radar. So that was a hotel over there, it looks like. And the Thorns of Judgment just completely eradicated that area. And also so that shooter doesn't come around and hit us in the back here. Okay, now big white boy there is going to be a problem for sure. So we will wait till he passes and then go for the shooter without it having the chance to shoot us back. Okay, so let's head on up here. Good, and now that should be gone. And let's go for ice and poison, as we definitely want to get rid of this guy quickly. Let's go for the poison blade. And these guys are very hard to get backstabs on, but we will try our best here. Okay. Okay, he's poisoned, that's good. And we can at least get a launch now. Maybe. Launch. There we go. Okay, good. That's very, very good, as we want to definitely put this fella down quickly here, if we can. Okay, very good. Okay, very, very good. Let's go for Night Stalker again. Let's go for the ice, and we'll go for the Ice Blade. Okay, and here we want to run all the way to the end and get the vestige, as that kind of misses these fellas with their shots the easiest. And then go for this one. Okay, and we'll go for a barrage. Okay, good. Let's go for some ichor here. Okay, very good. Okay, not too bad, but definitely, makes us clench a little bit. Okay, let's roll through here. Now the next area will completely drain most of our ichor altogether, so we're going to have to kind of get through here quickly. Okay. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. But when you're slow walking and do a shift attack, that happens. So, oopsie, oh well. Okay, good. And that should kill him. Okay. And we'll hit this guy and hopefully get a backstab. There we go. Okay. So, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Okay. Now, we have a couple of items around, just lying around, that we can go ahead and pick up. However, down here, we're just going to let the explodey guy run off the edge. Whee! Goodbye. And we'll go ahead and get this missile for no reason. I mean, we don't really need to map anything, as all the mapping is kind of irrelevant since we know where we're going. But we can go ahead and pick up this. So the only thing that we absolutely need through here again is the Harmonia vestiges. So we just need to remember those, and we'll be golden. Okay, so that big boy's going over there. That's unfortunate. I was hoping he was going to be here. But now this, we need a backstab or a dodge. But we got the dodge, so that's very good. Okay, and another titanium. So again, we definitely need the titaniums. Okay, and over here, we will go for a drain. And he sees us. That's good. Now we'll run over here and block his shenanigans there. We'll let him come over here. Okay, now if we could get more ichor at a distance, that would be ideal. Okay. And, oh, yeah, nice. We got a backstab. Very good. Very good. Okay. And let's go for some attacks here. And let's back up. Okay. And let's go for another backstab if we can find it. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. So that does massive amounts of damage, while at the same time giving us ichor to make sure that we put him down easily. Okay. Hey, and a third. Okay, my goodness. We're on a roll here, but he died from poison, so not a big deal. We'll go for Night Stalker here. Maybe. Okay, there it comes. And we'll go for Ice Weapon and Ice Blade. So we'll go for Night Stalker and Ice, as we don't want to, we have to attract these things, and we definitely don't want to deal with them. Okay, and there we go. Come over here, please. I don't want you sneaking up on me. There we go. Okay, good. And now we have to go for the big fella there. And we need to get rid of the squids on the side and everything. So in order to do that, the best way to go about this to make sure we don't kill ourselves is we'll come over here. We'll go for this thing. We'll kill this. We'll pick up this. And then we will head over to the missile here. And we will ensure that the ladder and the run back is all set up for us, so we don't have a problem on getting back here. Now you see we have 252,000 haze. That's vital to keep that very high, as most of the next gifts and stuff that we're going to be running, they're going to be very expensive, as well as paired up with different veils that we're going to be upgrading, and with the gifts we're going to be buying and everything. We definitely need to have huge amounts of haze available to us. Okay, so now this is going to be problematic because we need to run in there. We'll be running out of ichor and everything, and we will also be having problems with squids and all the other things. So we'll go back to the poison sword. Now the poison sword will be critical when we get to the successor, as we will need to definitely make sure that we are putting out enough damage on her. Okay. Okay. We don't have enough stamina here, so let's and there you see, we are out of stamina completely. Now there's 2 squids, one on either side. Okay, and we got a backstab, very good. And we will go for poison. Okay, good. Okay, we'll let him do that and just dodge. Oh, come on. Ugh. And that is the hitbox of the century there, with how his uppercut goes. Let's drink some more water. Now you'll notice that the adventuring of this area is actually pretty difficult. Oops. And that's for a good reason, because we are, getting into the late stages of the game here. This is the 3rd successor, the 4th successor, and we're getting to the point where we're getting into end game material here, and it's pretty problematic to say the least. Okay, so let's go ahead and head for the run back on the not the successor, but the regular enemies themselves, as we need Harmonia, as it provides us mind and willpower up, and it also provides us oh good grief, I forget the other one we need, but there's two gifts out of Harmonia that we absolutely must have in order to get gift prowess that we have to have towards the end of the game. And Queen's Throat doesn't really afford us much in the way of usefulness in the first run here when we're running solo, so we just go ahead and kind of skip that. Okay, so let's go ahead and head up here, get Night Stalker going and ice, and we gotta kill this thing again. Okay, good. And now we will again go for the squid first, and then we will go for the big boy. Okay, good. And we will go for poison. Okay, and we'll go for the squid first over here. Okay, and one more, there we go. Now hopefully we can get a backstab like last time. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Oh, no. No. Oh, we died right on our haze. Maybe if I alt F4. Ugh. No. Ouch. Oh, that hurts so much right now. 242,000 haze. Oh. That is... Oh, wow. Okay, well, we can't afford anything now. Okay, well, I was afraid this would happen, so this is going to throw a huge wrench in our plans here, as we have many gifts to get and purchase and things to upgrade and everything, and we could freely do that before, and now we have no access to that at all. That's very, very bad. So we will have a rough time going through the Spire, as we were supposed to be able to have access to all kinds of things running through there. Now it's not looking too good, so oh well. Sometimes that's just the way it goes, and that is the RNG of the game, and you just gotta live with it and deal with it in vain here. Man, that is really, really sad. That makes me sad. Okay, let's go for killing this thing, and let's just go over here. Now we do have some shards and stuff that we could go for, but whatever. Oh, that's the second time I dodged at the wrong time. Oh my goodness. So again, this is most likely one of those where you just grab the vestige and you get out of there. But we absolutely need Harmonia, and we need to save Eva. Okay, so as letting her frenzy into Ash is not in our best interest at all. So sorry for the delay here, but you know, that's just the way it goes on the first run through when you're level 1. But this is, you know, we definitely need time crunch, and as we have, how many MJ310s do we have? 310, we have 1, so we have to adventure and we have to kill people. So we're going to be running Skothic until we get either 5 MJ310s or 9, I think we need 9, or we master the skill altogether. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a long road here, unfortunately, to be able to get time crunch active. Okay, there we go. And let's head on up here and get the squid. Okay. Good. Okay, and let's head up here. And let's let our stamina recover. And let's just move past this fella. We'll pick this up. And I guess we'll... Oh, come on. Let's go for poison. Okay, let's die. Yeah, this is why this particular spot is so difficult. So we're gonna run in, grab our haze, and run out, or at least casually saunter out in the sand, because you get to a spot where you have no room to move around, and as you are slow in the sand, he has the upper hand by simply just being able to move. Not because he's actually got a move set that actually is useful or something. It's just because of the mobility difficulty. Okay, so let's head on back up the elevator for the 10,000th time, and then we have to fight the successor. So yeah, it's gonna be an issue here, to say the least. Yeah, so many of these runbacks for sure. Okay, here we go. For the 50,000th time, so we can just go ahead and hit this fellow with a sanguine or a freezing roar, and just get rid of him quickly. And we'll go for Night Stalker, you know the drill, and we'll just go for poison now. Okay, and get the squid activated. Whoops, we got locked onto the big white guy over there, so couldn't get that going. Okay, and now we're gonna run away. Yes, come after me. Yeah, come after me. You want to come after me? Doesn't look like it. He's just gonna stay over there. Okay, fine. Whatever. We will head on to the successor fight. And we still need to watch the vestiges and everything. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, good. We got a backstab, so we can start recovering our ichor here before heading up to the successor. Okay, good. Now we only have a measly 20,000 haze, so that's really sad. I was hoping for so much more. Oh well. And we have a missile here that we can do along the way. Now we have how many titaniums? We have 6 titaniums. That's very good. We need, let's see, 2, 3, and 5, I believe. So I believe we need 10 titaniums in order to bring the noble silver up to snuff here. So we'll go ahead and watch these real fast. And we'll just go ahead and skip these, as we've seen these in the road to 100 in the 100% run. And we'll see what we can do to the successor here. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Okay, so adventuring in this area, as we have very weak gifts, and at the same time we have pretty weak blood veils, and at the same time we have pretty weak weapons. These huge enemies just wreck our day because everything's a one-shot. So if you think this is bad, the successor is going to be you know, equally cumbersome and difficult. So we'll see how many runbacks it takes, and you know, how many hours of bludgeoning it's going to take before we can actually get through here. Okay, so skip this, Good, good, good. So it seems like you guys have been enjoying this run through specifically at the moment, just because of, I guess, the insight that we give here, based on, you know, being level 1 and being solo, and kind of how you would go about and why you would pair up what you pair up. So running through the game solo, you have to have kind of a full picture of what you're picking up and what you're getting and why, simply because of the fact that everything is built in such a way to challenge, you know, each of your stats and each of your builds and everything, until you learn the weaknesses of the area, and then all of a sudden everything kind of falls apart. So it's very good to learn those and build for them, and put your gifts together in such a way that allows you to play to the weakness of the area, which is why we're going for Ice Slash here versus the successor of the Throat. Okay, now probably shouldn't be looking at our character as we run up here, as that's what I normally do. Okay, so but here we won't need Night Stalker, obviously. So I guess we can go for Stun, as that will be the next best thing. Now I totally forget which. Okay, so that was the Poison Sword. Good, we want the Poison Sword active, as we want her to be poisoned at all times. So let's go. Yeah. Okay, and here we go. Now we should have been going for camouflages and sound suppressors, as that would have helped us sneak up on people, but that's okay. That's not for this area. Okay, here we go. Whoops, and we're almost dead. And let's go ahead and heal, as that's almost our entire health bar, which is very great. Good. Now she's doing, oh, I was gonna say she's doing poison damage there, which is really good. But she has mountains and mountains and mountains of HP. So we'll see here what we actually do. So I put a spreadsheet together. I put my spreadsheet out there on the discussion tab of the channel. So if you have a PC or a Mac or something, and you can see the channel in a desktop format, you can check that out, and I'll be updating it as I play through the game and stuff. And I'll try and get the headers back on the columns. I don't know why the headers you know, didn't show up, but they're supposed to be white letters on a black background, and for some reason it turned it into black letters on a black background, so you can't see anything. And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but that's what it is. Now, typically on a run back here, I would definitely go for killing these enemies and such, but as it wastes a lot of time, and you know, I don't have the stamina or the damage capability possible to take them out quickly and easily. So we'll just go ahead and bypass them and just run past. And he'll be a little confused there, but that's okay. So as you saw, we definitely had the ability there to get her poisoned very easily, in order to help ourselves give that 15% extra damage to her. But the problem is we need to survive. Okay, so here we go. Now, thank you, Themisto. It's been wonderful working with you. Now it's very, very important that we come back and pick up her. We pick up her EOS vestige, as we have EOS 1, we have EOS 2, and we need to go back to the crypt of the crypt of the successor of the breath, and pick up EOS 3, as that will be very, very important to have. Okay, let's head on back in here, and let's get her on the poison trail here. Good. And she's poisoned. Good. And she's gonna do the hands, so we're gonna have to dodge and dodge and dodge. Good. Now she's poisoned, so that's very good that she can continue to take poison damage here, as we definitely need her to be taking all kinds of poison. And oops, and we're dead. So as you can see there, our gifts do basically nothing, and we get hit once and we're dead. So that's why this is an extremely difficult fight and an extremely long one. But if we can get a poison kill on her, we need to poison her 6 times in order to take her down. So it's going to be problematic to say the least. And we don't need blood gifts anymore, so we can go ahead and get rid of these 2 if we want. In fact, we want. And we'll see here what we can trade those out. And we need to get rid of Sharpened Fangs. We'll go for this. And sure. And here, what would we do? I don't even know. At this point, it just doesn't matter. I mean, we can put Time Crunch up here and get rid of this, because it won't matter. Even though Time Crunch is completely worthless to us, I guess we can put Ice Damage here, and Stun here, and we'll put Time Crunch up here. That way the buttons are a little closer and easier to what we need. And as you see, we're still using this guy, and we could go for we'll maybe go for the Vestment here, as that has I mean, it has a little bit less defenses. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could go for the Winter Mantle, as that has pretty good defenses there overall. I guess we stick with the Prayer Shawl, as it has probably the best defenses we could hope for at the moment, even though it kills us in 1 hit. Without changing our mobility and going to a lower weight class. Okay, so as we head on up through here, alright, now this run back with limited amounts of stamina is extremely painful, as you need to wait and wait and wait and restore your stamina and restore your stamina and restore your stamina. Now I don't know how many actual gifts we'll be going for, as the poison damage will be light years ahead of what our actual weapons and gifts can do, because 15% is still 15% at the end of the day. So if we do 6 of them, that's 3 minutes of poison time. So if we can survive for 3 minutes, we'll be golden, but if not, then we'll have a very, very hard time. Okay, here we go. And let's go for that poison. Okay. Good. Oops. I did not... Oh no, we're dead. That was the wrong time to heal there. Oh my goodness. So we can get her poisoned, it's just we need to survive. And because every time it's a one-shot, it's this crazy run back, it's just a problem. It's just a huge problem. So this is the point in the game when you wish you had Sprinter, which you know, it's not that hard to get it. It's just, you know, it takes time, which we don't have time. But Sprinter is from the I forget where Sprinter comes from, but it's definitely useful to have, especially at times like this, where you're trying to run back very, very long times, and you just don't have the stamina available, as we only have 146. So yeah, needless to say, we're lacking in a lot of departments. This is where the game starts to fall off, kind of. And you know, we've been able to kind of do it up to this point in time pretty well, and pretty easily, but you know, beyond here, it's kind of like, well, good luck. And we run the same line pretty much the entire way through here. There's, you know, it's kind of not the optimal path, I guess, but you know, it's the path that you know, I tread the most. Okay. And how are we doing on time? Looks like we're around the 40-something minute mark here. Yeah, we're definitely in for a rough ride here with this lady, as all her abilities are extremely damaging. Okay, so let's see here if I can do it. So you know the drill: ice, slash, and poison, and hopefully a stun maybe here and there to encourage her to stay stunned and stay poisoned. Alright, let's go. And we have to pick up our haze, as we can't afford to keep losing haze. It's really, really important that we don't lose it. Okay. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh. So it looks like it's gonna be so long. Well, good thing is for you guys is that I put the timestamps in the descriptions, so you know when the damage is done. And maybe what we should do is just cut it here and do the fight with her in an entire episode, because it'll be just simply runbacks, and if it actually happens, then it actually happens. So this is when you start to realize, like, well, why did they make the game so hard? Well, it's not really actually that hard. The thing is that you just add a character with you, and you level up, and you get different gifts that actually are useful, and you know, different things like that, and you play the long game, and you know, all of a sudden, yeah, it's actually a pretty easy game. Why'd they make it so easy? So it's kind of funny how the game can completely change based on what you're paired up with and what enemies you're fighting, and so on and so forth. And we're still draining iCore there for some reason. I really do enjoy the level 1 solo run here, as it's extremely difficult, it's extremely frustrating, agitating, but it really makes you think in a completely different way than what you would normally play, especially if you play with friends and you have a partner. So you have a partner and you play with friends, and then the game changes then even in a very different way from what this is. So there's multiple ways to be playing Code Vein and outfitting yourself here in the world, and I think that is such a benefit to the game, to the community, and to the developers. Okay, here we go. The nice thing is we don't have a whole lot of prep here, so we just run in, do our 3 gifts, and then charge on in. Okay. Okay, now if we stay close to her, we can do more damage. Okay, so let's back up and let her do poison. And she's doing the hands. Okay. And dodge. Good. And we'll stay close. Okay, let's back up. And she's going to do hands again, which is fine. And as long as we have poison available to us. Whoops. Oh boy, we got hit. That's horrible at this point. Okay, we'll encourage her to go for hands again. Okay, that was a bad time to go for ice weapon, but that's okay. We'll make our way on over here. Okay, we'll go for... Oh, no. There we go. And we'll go for poison, stun and poison. Okay. Okay, let's go for poison. No. Come on. Oh, got her down below like 26%. Oh, man. Come on. But we almost had her on second poison there, so that's really good. So you see, we got 15% out of poison, and we got 10% out of our gifts and the slashing and all that. So you can see that poison in the first run through of the game, if you're doing a level 1 run, is just absolutely overwhelming for the enemy, but you have to be able to apply it. So but we apply poison pretty readily and easily on her, so it definitely makes for a good path forward here, to say the least. Okay, now we're starting to run out of water here, so we'll see if we can actually get it, as this is extremely problematic, to say the least. Oh man. So she has all the tools to put us down easily, and that is not what we want to be going for. We want to be having some way of going against her in a good way, but we just don't have the tools available to us. All we have is poison, really. That's in our back pocket. All the other gifts, they really don't do much, as she has really big resistances to crush, and especially pierce. So if we had slash, that'd be great, but as Aurora Flash is the only slashing ice gift in the game, we don't have access to it, and it's completely out of reach, and it wouldn't do that much damage anyways, as it's very uniquely required. Alright, so let's go ahead and head up again, and hopefully we'll get our mind and willpower up, and gift prowess from Harmonia sometime. Okay, let's start our things here. Good. So yeah, I highly recommend poison for this area in the game versus her. And again, if you stay close to her, as she went away from us, you can stay within the zone. Oh man. Okay. Now, I just don't know what else to say, as this is a test of willpower and stamina and execution, to see if you can actually do this. As she has mountains of HP. I think let's see, I think she's getting 250 or something on a poison damage. Yeah, so she's got like around 50,000 HP, somewhere around there. I'll give you the exact number in the description after I watch this back and find her exact number of poison damage, and then we can give you the exact number. But yeah, she's around 50,000 damage. So it's the highest and most considerable amount. It's the most considerable boss up to this point in time, as there's no resistances for her. There's no damage reduction for her. There's just no way to mitigate anything. You literally just have to slash her down to the point where you actually win, and it's just that. So here we go. And this run back is just extremely long. I don't know why, but it is. They wanted to make it exceptionally painful and give you a long time to think about you know, what's going on here, but you know, at least Eva serenades us every time we come up the ramp here. Okay, let this be the one. Okay, my money's not on this one, but you never know. Okay, and let's head on in. So let's keep an eye on her. And let's go for some slash and get her poisoned, hopefully. There we go. Oh no. Come on. Okay, good. Heal. Now it doesn't matter if we heal again, because everything is basically a one-shot. There we go. There we go. We'll go for a frostbite. We'll go for freezing roar. I mean, why not? Now these hands have an audio cue, which I missed there, and you can listen for that audio cue. Oh man. It has the swooshing sound, and after you hear the swoosh, it's about a second later, and then you need to dodge. Oh my goodness, why is it so hard? Okay. So this is the actual challenge. of the run, as this one and Mito are the real challenges that we are going to have a very difficult time with. Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous getting through here. Okay. Nice sparks there, coming down from up there, or sand, or whatever that is. Okay, let's see where we're at here. We're at 55 minutes. This might go to a part 2. We'll have to see if we can do it here in 2 more attempts, and then we'll have to we'll just have to call it and move on to the next episode. Yeah, it's just a mountain in front of us, and for doing 500 damage, and it would take 100 shots, which is 600 I-core. I mean, it's like there's no way. There's just no way. What was that? Okay. Let's go ahead and get the final run back here. We'll try this one, and then we will see what we can do. That might have been something outside. I don't know. Looks like the moon is out. Who knows? Okay, and there's our haze over there. Okay, so final run. Here we go. And let's go for some poison. Oh. Well, fade to black. And we'll pick it up in the next one.